Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you try, no one notices your efforts? Like you're kind and hardworking, but it seems nothing comes back to you? Imagine stumbling upon a secret magical world hidden at the bottom of an old well, a place where every kind act, no matter how small, is rewarded in the most unbelievable way. This is the story of Emily, a sweet girl who discovered that the greatest treasures aren't found by luck, but are earned with a good and caring heart. Once upon a time, in a small cottage in a green valley, lived a woman who hated housework. She had 2 daughters, Emily and Emma. Emma, the younger, was lazy and clumsy. She cried often just to get attention, and her mother adored her for it. Emily, on the other hand, was hardworking, talented, and kind-hearted. She could create beautiful cross-stitch patterns, but sadly, her mother barely noticed her. Since Emma was the favorite, Emily had to do all the chores day after day. She cooked every meal, and if her mother didn't like it, she'd scold, "This is awful, go cook it again." While Emily scrubbed floors and cleaned, her mother cuddled Emma on her lap. It was a lonely and sad life for such a wonderful girl. One sunny afternoon, Emily was finishing her chores when her mother shouted, "Emily, clean faster, then take your cross-stitch to the market. Stop being lazy, work is piling up." With a heavy heart, Emily grabbed her threads and embroidery hoop. She went to the old stone well in the meadow and began stitching a beautiful red flower. Suddenly, a noisy rooster landed on her head. Startled, she jumped and her cross-stitch slipped from her fingers. It tumbled down into the darkness of the well, and in panic, Emily leaned over to grab it, but she lost her balance and fell in herself. Emily fell for what felt like forever, spinning through darkness. But instead of hitting water, she landed softly in a garden filled with countless colorful flowers. She had never seen anything so magical. As she walked, Emily saw a little rabbit struggling to pull a giant carrot from the ground. Without hesitation, she helped him. Further along, she found a wilting red rose and poured water onto its roots from a nearby fountain. Her heart full of kindness, she continued deeper into this magical land. Emily arrived at a small house where an old woman with long gray hair sat outside. Though her face looked a bit scary, Emily approached. The woman smiled warmly. "Don't be afraid, my dear. My name is Holly. All I ask is that you make my bed every morning and cover it with feathers." Emily, unsure how to return home, agreed. Every morning, Emily shook the pillows until feathers floated like snow. One day, she told Holly she missed home. Holly led her to a giant golden door. As Emily stepped through, a magical shower of gold rained down, covering her dress and turning it into a golden gown. She wore a crown and sparkling jewelry. Emma, jealous of Emily, threw a cross-stitch into the well and jumped in, hoping for gold. But unlike Emily, she ignored the rabbit and the rose and did her work lazily for Holly. When she stepped through the golden door, instead of gold, she was covered in sticky black mud. From that day, Emily learned the importance of kindness, hard work, and love. And the 2 sisters finally lived happily ever after. I hope you enjoyed this beautiful story. If you did, please show some love by hitting that like button and subscribing to GuidingGlow Stories for more tales that make your heart shine. We'll see you in the next story.